Brothers and sisters, we are living in a time when prophecy is unfolding before our very eyes. Technology is no longer just a tool, it is becoming a voice, a presence, and even, for some, a power to obey. In the book of Revelation, chapter 13, we are warned about a time when a second beast will rise, a system that looks gentle, speaks peacefully, but carries the voice of deception. Let us read together from Revelation 13:11-18. Revelation 13:11. And I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spoke like a dragon. This second beast appears harmless like a lamb. It presents itself as something good, moral, and even caring for humanity. But its voice is the voice of the dragon, Satan's deception hidden under the image of peace. Verse 12. And he exercises all the authority of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. This verse tells us that the second beast uses its power to direct worship not to God, but to a false system. It influences people to trust in something that seems miraculous, but is not divine. Today, we see the rise of artificial intelligence taking control over areas once led by humans. In some countries, even government positions are being handed to AI systems, praised for their fairness and wisdom. Technology is gaining authority, just as Revelation said, he exercises all the authority of the first beast. Verse 13. And he performs great signs, even making fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Think about that for a moment. John wrote this thousands of years ago, long before satellites, lasers, and digital fire. Today, we can call down energy from the sky. Technology performs wonders that make the world marvel. And yet, many have forgotten to ask, whose power is behind it? Verse 14. And he deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast who was wounded by the sword and lived. Here it is the creation of an image. An image that represents power, speaks for the beast, and demands obedience. In our time, this sounds very real, an intelligent image, capable of speaking, reasoning, and commanding people. Could artificial intelligence one day become the very image that speaks for the system of the beast? We must be watchful, because deception will come through what looks like progress. Verse 15. And he was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. Notice the phrase "to give breath to the image." In other words, to make it come alive. AI today is being given a kind of breath, digital life, artificial consciousness. It speaks, it answers, it reasons, and soon it may even command. The Word of God told us this centuries ago that a day would come when an image would not only exist but would speak and demand worship. Verse 16-17. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. This is a prophecy of total control. No one will trade, buy, or sell without the mark. We already live in a world moving toward digital identity. Cashless systems, biometric scans, chips, digital wallets, and global surveillance. Step by step, the system of the beast is forming. And when the mark is finally introduced, it will seem convenient, not evil. But it will separate those who belong to the world from those who belong to Christ. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, his number is 666. The number of man 666. A perfect imitation of divine perfection, yet falling short of God's holiness. It represents man exalting himself through power, knowledge, and technology. But without God. My friends, the Bible is not warning us to fear science. It's calling us to discern the spirit behind it. The danger is not in the machine but in the worship of it. When humanity begins to trust AI, governments, or systems more than the living God, we are walking into the prophecy of Revelation 13. So what should we do? We must not panic but prepare. We must not worship fear but grow in faith. We must stay close to Jesus Christ, who said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." The world worship the image but let us worship the Creator. Because even if the beast rises, the Lamb still reigns. And his name Jesus is above every name, every system, and every power that tries to take his place.